Gonna have my chair to the side there. Okay, so just standing tall. Line that middle toe with the knees, draw the tailbone down and just drop those shoulders through the center of the back. Just gonna float one arm up and release. And again. Pick up that opposite knee. And again. So standing tall. Just lifting and back. Just the legs, sweep it forward and back. Good, so just getting that hip warmed through. Another 4, 3, 2, stay with this leg, sweep it across and make a figure of 8. Make sure you're not kicking your chair, you might need to stand slightly in front of your chair there. 2 more. Good, and just a slow squat. So, feet in line with the hips there, we want a narrow squat. Just 2 more. Sweeping the leg forward and back again. I mean, you don't necessarily need the chair there. There's not much going, it's just there, a little bit of balance. 2 more. And sweep it across, figure of 8. Good, so get that hip turning. And just give me that squat here. Good, and again. Just 2 more. Last one. And just other side. So taking your chair, swing it across. And just to begin with, arm floats up and release. Stretch. And just pick up that knee. And again. Just 2 more, floating that arm up. Last one. So just this inside leg, sweep forward and back. Another 4. And then sweep it across and that figure of 8. So 4, 3, 2, sweep it forward. Figure of 8. And then bring those feet in line, squat. Now this time come up on the toes. Squat and lift. And again. Good. Trying to put a light on for you guys in there. Morning, morning. Oh, Amanda, are you in Lanzarote? You lucky thing. Are you doing this? I bet it's sunny there. We've got a load of rain and wind. Last 2. Okay, so we're just thinking about stretch, mobilising. I'm going to take that chair in front and take the legs really wide. And always want you to peer around the side of your chair. There. So really wide. And use this chair to allow your range to come lower. 7, 6, appear around your chair. That looks quite funny. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay there. Rise up on those toes. So much harder here because my legs are wide. Trying to come up on those toes. I'm activating my inner thighs. Can you feel that? So I'm really wide on the legs here. So up Now if you need to, use the chair, because I'm going to start adding a drop squat. Up, good. So knees are going over the toes, chest stays lifted. You'll probably find your heels won't lift that far off the floor. And this is really good for ankles. All of these heel lifts conditions through your ankles. Now stay hands on the chair, heels stay lifted, and pulse. Good, push those knees behind you, keep your chest up. 8 more. Oh. 4 more. So add a bit of a stretch in, let's lunge again. So come across. Good, and feel that inner thigh stretch out. 4 more, and we're going to do another set. 3, 2, center. So we come up. Just the heels first. Come on, you want to really push through the balls of the feet there. Good, come down and lift. Rise up and drop. I'm going to see if I can make my head disappear. I'm such a child. Oh, that's a killer. Hold it down. Grab those chair there for balance. Lift your heels and pulse. You've got 8. 4 more. Now I want you to rotate and turn. Can you see that? So leg comes behind, 1 in front. I want you to drop. Now you keep going. I'm just going to turn my chair so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So I'm using the chair for balance, and don't forget, I'm able to then increase with my range. So I'm going as low as tapping the floor with my knee. Obviously, it's got to be your level. Now, how about we lunge slowly and lift. Oh, so really feeling that hip open out. Now I'm going to do 1 lunge, come up, now extend, push. So again, this chair is going to allow you to push. So, why don't we extend? Drop, extend. You've got to keep this lunge position really wide. And push. Last one. Good, and pulse your lunge, there. Now, can you feel that? We're going to do 3 pulses and a knee lift. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Come on, use the chair, it's there for you to make the most out of this move. Last one. Good, bring your feet wide, turn. Now I've got my bottom to you, and I just want you to push away. So walk further away. Just pushing your hips away from you. And just hold it there, breathe through. Knees up, come up, and then just rotate to the opposite side. So get your lunge first, hip forward, and drop and lift. So it's all about making sure you've got that correct form. So when I'm lunging down, this front knee doesn't shoot past the toe. Good. How are we doing? I'm really sorry I couldn't do this with you today. I'm back on it tomorrow. So how about we slow it down and extend behind? Yeah, a little bit quicker. there. So you've got to really reach it out in front. Squeeze your glute. And the chair's allowing me to push further over the front. There. Good, so 4 more. So what I'm going to bring next week, do you remember the old bands that I used to use? The rubbery ones, because they're easy to wash. I'm going to bring those and we're going to combine those with some chair work and bar work. Good. Just 2 more. Here's your last one. So remember that pulse lunge for 3. So pulse it down. 3, 2, 1, knee. And again. Tough. Two more. How are we doing? Last one. And step wide. Push your chair away. Drop all the way down. I'm going to keep one hand on the chair and reach the other hand across to the opposite leg. Bring both hands back to the chair and reach across. Center, knee soft, come up. Okay. I'm going to sit on my chair. Oh, it's hot in here. I feel I'm cheating because my chair's quite high. My knees are in line with my hips. That's quite easy for me there. So you'll probably find if you've got a low chair, this is going to be a bit tougher. You keep going. I'm just going to move my chair back. Good. So I want you to squeeze. Dig your heels, squeeze the glutes forward. Now, just bring your right foot into the middle. Now, that is tough. It's a one-legged squat, and I'm pretty pleased I've got a high chair here. Now, you might find that what you need to do is just come onto your tiptoe of that opposite leg. You got that? Oh. So this is really challenging all of the muscles that run up through your quad, actually from your ankle. It's like a chain reaction. Everything's coming up through to the hip. This is your last one. How are we feeling? I'm sweating. Hold it there. And pulse. Eight more. Now I'm going to add on to this. That leg you're standing on should be landing now. Now I just want you to bring it at an angle and tap, lift. Now that is going to throw you off balance there. Just adding a bit of directional move. 8, come on, 7. Whoa. 4. I had some crazy dreams last night. Weird. Don't know what made that happen. Sit down. Oh. Last one. That leg you've just been standing on. Stay here. Take it in front. Reach and come for your toe. Try and get that leg straight. Breathe into the stretch. How are we feeling? We've got the other side to do. Good. Remember, everybody taking it at your own pace. If this is really tricky, you might have another chair by your side or something you can just grab onto. So we come up into just a basic squat because this gives us our form, remember? Good, so dig those heels deep. So I'm going to bring that left foot across and start. Now this one is really tough for me because my hamstring is shot to pieces, so I'm just going to bring my toe to the floor. Now if you can do this with knee lifted, go for it, okay? But again, you've got to listen to your body. I was talking to some people yesterday about this. You know, things change. You know, when we, especially for me at the minute, overuse is my legs are just knackers all the time. I need to get back to Vida next week. So you've got to listen to your body. And sometimes taking a lower option, or perhaps a lower level option, you're going to benefit a huge amount more from than really trying to push through an exercise that actually you're not performing as well as you could be. So really think about that when you are doing each exercise, whether that be strength-based or cardio. God, that was tough on that one leg. Keep going. How are we doing? Oh, just do 4 more. 3. Woo. 2. So remember this move here, hold it up, hold it, tap across and lift. Oh, I've got a clicky hit there. So that actually goes through me. There. But again, balance, core strong. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, I'm just finding an angle that works for me there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just hover and tap your chair. Step out left leg, tap your chair. So I've got one buttock on, one buttock off. Come back to the center, tap, 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 tap. Now if you've got lovely long legs and a low chair, you're pretty much stuffed. You probably need to get a higher chair. Bring it back in. Left leg out, keep tapping with that right buttock. Bring it back in. Out. And come up. Okay, I'm going to turn my chair. Good. I'm just going to take those legs wide and push off the chair and get a good stretch. So I'm pushing my bottom out behind. Getting that stretch that's well needed through the backs of the legs. Take the hands off your chair, either come lower level on the chair, or even if you were lower level on the chair, come to the floor. Using the chair, I want you to bend into one side, push away and flex the foot. Then come to the center and come across to the other side. Come center, roll all the way up, okay. I just want you to sit down. You still just got to stretch the legs forward. I think I missed one leg there. It's in the back of my mind. So if you know you missed one leg on that stretch forward, then take the opposite leg in front now. Okay, so that's our sculpting bit done. We are ready to move to the floor. So we're going to get rid of the chairs, we're going to slow the music down, we're going to get our mats, and we are going to embrace this deep stretch, which will be well needed. If you've been doing classes this week, so grab your mats. I'm going to put some proper chilled music on. I love the way everything's pink. It's just great. I need to get a pink mat. Okay, have yourselves a little drink. How did you find that leg section? Everybody good? All good, everyone? Okay, right, I'm turning the music. Mind and body, chill. There we go. There we go. Brill. Okay, I'm going to bring you down. I'm going to bring you down to the floor with me, which I think will be a little bit better. Let's come down. Maybe not that. Maybe not that low. So just lie down on your backs to begin with, please. Lying on your back, just to make sure you can see me. Okay. Flipping now, I need my tripod. Yeah, at times like this, you realise just how useful they are. Just lie down. Let's get some chill time. Take the arms over the head. Stretch. Feet away, arms away, and just hold. Good. I still don't feel you're going to see me very well there. So I'm going to take you back a bit. That's better. Amanda, you might want to go to the other group. I'll probably record this. Amanda, do you want to go in the other group? It's probably, the vision's a bit better, I think. Okay, so start your breathing techniques there. Deep breaths in and exhale. Good. Okay, I'm going to take a breath in, and as I exhale, I'm going to come up and lift my right leg and just pull it towards me. Just feel that hamstring stretch out. Point flex. Slowly, slowly. And release. Take another deep breath there, and then coming up with the leg. Pull it in. Point and flex. And release. Let's go again. Take a deep breath, allow for the stretch out first. Exhale, come in. Point and flex. And release. Allow for the stretch, then come in and hold. Point and flex. Bring both knees slowly into the chest. Circle them apart and together. Nice and slowly. I want you to cross your right leg over your left thigh so there's no gap in between your thigh and the crease of your knee. Bend both knees, grab on around both shins and pull them in really tight. Just hold that stretch and feel it through your right buttock. Good, just holding there. I'm going to bring you guys down here. That's it. I think you're going to see me better like that. And then I'm just going to slide that right leg a little bit further off, and so your ankle is on your thigh. Now place your left foot to the floor and just take the palm of your hand, push the knee wide, and that's going to move the stretch again. Now in this position, what I want you to do is push the back into the mat, so tuck under with your pelvis, and then reverse tilt your pelvis so the lower back just lifts slightly off the floor. And you will feel, just by doing that pelvic tilt, the stretch starts to move as the back pulls away from the floor. So it's just a tuck with the pelvis and then a release. And remember, breathing into these moves, and when you feel your stretch at its best, which is when you reverse tilt the pelvis, then I want you to push a little bit wider, press that palm on the outside of that knee. Breathing into the stretch. Excellent work. And release. So let's take that left leg, cross it over the right thigh. Remember, no gap between the back of the knee and the front of the thigh. Bend both knees, wrap those hands around both shins and pull in tight. So now we feel that stretch come through the left buttock. Remember, 3 to 5 deep breaths. Good. Always thinking about progressing the stretch. As you feel any tightness, ease off. If you do, then trying to pull in a little bit further. So popping that right foot to the floor, let's cross the ankle over the thigh, press the palm on the inside of the knee, and just start that tucking and releasing on the pelvis there. And then hold it where you feel your stretch is at its best. And push it a little bit wider. Bring your feet to the floor and just allow those knees to drop open, and I just want you to roll from left to right. So just let the weight of the legs take you across. Just bring your right knee all the way over and just draw your knees a bit closer towards your body line. Open out both arms. Breathing nice deep breaths in through the nose and just keeping that chest opened out. When you're ready, slowly open the top leg, come across, and let's go to the other side. Open out the chest. And back through to the centre. So in your own time, coming all the way up to sitting. Soles of the feet together and just make a basket and wrap them around your toes. And again, just on your seating bones there, just rocking from left to right. Just trying to release through those lower glutes. That's where I hurt. Oh, right where those hamstrings come up into your glutes there. Good. And just take hold of your ankles and press those elbows onto the inside of your knees, and just a gentle pressing motion with a steady breath. And then holding those knees open, and just drop the shoulders away from the ears and slowly drop the head. So the back is rounded. Taking both arms up and lift. and arms come wide. I'm going to take my right hand behind me, come with the left hand onto the knee and pull myself around. Now I'm keeping the knees wide, and I want to feel an opening across that left shoulder as well, so make sure you're pushing off that right knee. Turn the head around to look at the right shoulder and get a really good twist there. And then come center. Let's go to the other side. So take that hand across, sit tall and push around. And back to the center, and just take those legs wide. Point the toes. I want to see the backs of those knees down. Stretch up and forward fold. Now just wherever you're comfortable, and hold it there, and this is where I want you to concentrate on progressing, because this is the hardest stretch. The hamstrings are always those muscles that are really tight, especially if you're a runner, working on flexibility. And what I'm doing here, I'm where I can be at the minute, and I'm just doing a little shift of my chest forward and back, and forward and back. So imagine you're rounding the back and then extending, and look up and then come back and round, push forward and extend, come back and round. And even if that's with hands here, you can still do it. It's almost like I'm opening the shoulder blades and then closing the shoulder blades as I shift my chest forward. And just keep going at a slow pace, actively stretching through the backs of those legs. And I'm just going to prepare and take one long deep breath in, and then hold the stretch to where I feel comfortable, and drop as low as you can. 3 to 5 breaths there, holding. And slowly coming up all the way. And I want you to spin your legs out behind you. And I want you to come into that box position. I want you to go into your cat stretch. And then I want you to come into your cow pose. Arch the back and push your bottom out behind. Oh, it's miserable out there. And again, round the back. And release. Okay, let's take this leg out behind, extend it fully, and then bring that leg, actually let me go with the other one so you can see. Bring that leg as far over the body as you can. Shift your hip away from you and look around the shoulder in the opposite direction. So you're looking at the leg that's moved across the body, that's extended. You're pushing your hip in the opposite direction. Try and keep that weight in the center. Feel that stretch opening out through your hip. I'm going to bring that leg back. Keeping the leg where it is, just shift forward. Sit on your front buttock, extending the leg further out behind. And just hold that stretch there. Remember, 3 to 5 breaths. And in your own time, bring those hands back underneath you, come up. Slide that other leg forward and take the opposite leg over. Shift around, feel that stretch come through your hip. Holding it there. that leg, slide further behind, bring the heel out in front, so you're sitting on your buttock and then drop forwards. And just hold it there. Well done. How are we doing? Good. Holding that stretch. That's a lovely stretch. I love it. Good. And coming all the way back up. Okay, tuck under. And gently rock towards your heels. Just releasing that lower back. I want you to sit all the way back and stretch those arms out in front, even if that means you're sliding forward and then pulling back through the heel of the hands. Drop the head down. Going to interlock my fingers behind the back and pull those shoulders away from the ears. Keep the head down on the floor. And just let those arms drop heavy, palms to the ceiling, and just allow the elbows to fall into the mat. Hands come underneath, come all the way up, and I want you to thread the needle under and then open the chest out. And again, come under. Follow the fingers with your hands so that neck is coming all the way around as you rotate. This time hold it open, extend the top leg out and hold your stretch. I'm going to take my thumb to the ceiling and come forward on this stretch, so my arm is in front of my ear. From there, take this top leg, step it in front and come forward. Hold it there. Now I'm going to start working through to the hamstrings. So I'm going to take a breath. Exhale and push back. Flex the foot. And then as you come forward, push your hip through to the mat. Good. Take a breath. And push back. And bring it forward. One more time, take a breath. Exhale. And just hold it there. Now I'm going to turn my toes, rotate the foot outwards. Bring the foot back to the center, take the leg behind and round the back. And then you're going to thread the needle. So come under, opposite side, and open the chest. I'm just going to turn around so that I'm facing the right way for you. And again, coming under. Open the chest. This one, hold open. Let's extend that leg. Bring the arm over and reach your thumb to the ceiling. Bring the arm just in front of your ear. hold your breath. Bring your hand to the mat. Step this back leg in front and shift your weight forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, shift back, flex the foot. By flexing the foot, you should allow that stretch to come from lower down through the leg and not just from the knee and up. Come forward. And bring it back. And again, come forward. And bring it back and hold. Okay, hold it there. Flex the foot. When you feel ready, turn and rotate that foot away. Bring it back to the center, step back and onto your knees. Just sit back on your heels. So just a little bit of release through the neck and the shoulders. So circle the shoulders back, big circles. And just drop the shoulders through the center of the back and circle the head around. Just getting rid of that tension. And looking up, just drop the chin gently to the chest. And release, lifting up. And when you're ready, just lying on your back. Okay, I want you to just lie down with your arms by your side, palms to the ceiling. And I want you to close your eyes, please. Close your eyes. This is not the point to get up and go. This is the point I want you to turn off and I want you to relax. Okay, just pull your shoulders down through the centre of the back. Consciously do that. So you've got a long neck. Allow your feet to fall out. I want you to start from the bottom. Just try and relax your toes, your ankles, back to the knees, your hips. I even want you to feel the rib cage relax, and this will all happen when we start our breathing. Fingertips, wrists, elbows and shoulders. Working up through the spine, through to the back of the neck and the crown of the head. And even your eyes and your mouth and your jaw, a lot of tension normally held in the jaw, so try and relax that also. So if you work in a pattern from your toes and think of every single part of your body that you want to relax on the breath out, but start with the bottom. And on every long breath out, try and relax that part of your body. So let's use the box breathing technique, which is a deep breath in for 4 counts and hold your breath for 4 counts. And then release for 4. So it's a deep breath in for 4, and that's you pulling all of your tension, all of the stress away from the joints, and you're holding it for 4 seconds. And then releasing all of that tension. You've got to make a conscious effort to pull a really strong breath in, holding that tension behind the rib cage. You can feel that tension. And then just allowing that tension to release. You should have your eyes closed. You're completely relaxing on that breath out. allow yourself to fall into a nice natural breath. When you're ready, just bring those hands together, clasp your fingers together, turn your palms to the ceiling and push away. Reverse the hands around, back of the hands now facing the ceiling. I want you to take those arms behind you and just take hold of your right wrist and try and pull. And let the rib cage open out. And then try the left wrist and pull. Release the grip, bring your arms over. Bring your knees into the chest. Come all the way up to sitting. Sit however you're comfortable, legs crossed, soles of the feet together. And just taking a long breath in, lift up. And let's do this true yoga style. Bring the palms together. Breath out and namaste. Okay, guys. All good. Hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget tonight, Hannah is my guest appearance. 6:45, so you can do it on